My perspective on Tamir Rice and just police brutality and all these killings in general, it's just sad. As a kid growing up, I was always scared of the law, you know what I mean, because of these reasons. You know, it was happening back then. It wasn't as publicized because we didn't have social media and things like that, but it was happening in our neighborhoods. You know, I used to see guys getting beat up and cops shooting at, you know, innocent black men and doing things to us kids just for no reason. We could be walking from a football game in a pack and they come in and roughing us up and stripping us down and, you know, just doing things like that. And now it's been taken all the way as far as just taking our lives. And it's scary because they have the power to do that. You know, it's sad to say, but it's like, what can we do? And then when we go to the justice system for help, and we looking for them to change these laws and to give us some type of justice, it's not happening. So every time it's just another blow. You know, those defeats like that, you know, Tamir Rice, you know, Mike Brown, all these cops getting acquitted, you know what I mean? It's body blows. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like it's stripping our freedom. It's beating us down so much that we no longer will feel like it's not even worth fighting. Now we are just passive and we're allowing it because we know that when it's happening, we're not going to get no justice anyway. So it's like, okay, let it happen. And that's kind of where I feel like they want us to be. It's just like taking the arts and the music from the schools. It's like, we're going to only give you this and we're going to allow you to do this and you're going to have to deal with it. And it comes to the point where we kind of be like, well, I'm going to deal with it. Unless we start a revolution, you know what I mean? And who's down to do that? You know, everybody talk about it. Some people mention it in their music, but who's really out there on the front line? Who's really going to be the voice and speak up and try to do something? You know, violence on violence, it don't help, but we need to do something that can really set the tone and make an example and let people know that we really are here for our rights and we want some justice. In order to stop this police brutality, there's a lot of things that we need to do. What has to happen is just the people like myself, you know, artists, athletes, you know, individuals with power. And this goes with all races. This is just not black people. This is not about, you know, LeBron James and Kobe Bryant wearing the I Can't Breathe t-shirt. This is about, we need Tom Brady in the I Can't Breathe t-shirt, you know? We need Donald Trump in the I Can't Breathe t-shirt. And until that happens where everybody top to bottom comes together and sees what's going on and really puts aside their pride and puts aside race and those culture differences, like that's the only thing that's going to stop it. I feel like, you know, that's where people need to come together. It's that Martin Luther King, we have to unite as one and as a people, lock arms, walk up there and demand respect. It goes for somebody as evil as Donald Trump to somebody as, you know, loved as Tom Brady. As far as having some confrontation with the police recently, fortunately, nothing has happened, you know, but I ain't gonna lie, like I be petrified. You know, sometimes I come home late from the studio, I got a nice car, you know, it's 3 a.m, it's only me, you know, and if I get pulled over, who knows what's gonna happen, you know, and that's something that we shouldn't fear. You know, like I shouldn't have to fear, like if I get pulled over, I might get taken out my car might get searched, I might get roughed up, I might get killed. Like you shouldn't think about that when you think about the law and those who are supposed to protect you. I'm worried about them more than, you know, a jack boy or something like, you know, that they say. So, you know, but fortunately I haven't ran into the law, you know, and had any differences with them. But I know a lot of people do. And I know that a lot of lives have been lost, like Tamir Rice and, you know, Trayvon Martin. Well, that wasn't from the police, but, you know, it's the same thing. He was policing the neighborhood. You know, and Oscar Grant, everybody. So I think we just got to be aware of what's going on.
The rappers, they just rap. They just say stuff. They just rhyme. They want to be cool. Rappers need role models. They look up to people. They're just people, just like cops. Cops aren't role models.
I'm not really someone that, you know, samples heavy, you know what I mean, and just lives off that. So, you know, because at the same time, that's a lot of money you have to pay at the end of the day.
When the bus flipped, everybody was asleep. I was asleep. I thought I was dreaming because you bouncing around in there like you in the cage of a NASCAR.
Why is it so important to receive validation from these institutions that we know are prejudiced, racist, corrupt? popularity contest in the first place, why do we even care?